Oh, hello. Slightly weird video today. We're in the live stream setup, but for a pre-recorded video because we're doing a product review and then we're doing some hobby. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm just going to talk about this. This is the famous Wowstick mini drill. And I am a bit late to the party with this one. A lot of people have reviewed these already. And I've sort of wanted one for a little while. Had it on my Christmas list. Didn't get one for Christmas and decided to buy it for myself. And then we're going to have a play with some magnetization because as part of my New Year, New Kill Team hobby challenge that I've set for the members of my channel, the idea is to paint a brand new kill team, model and paint a brand new kill team before the end of March. And to do at least one new hobby thing. I'm doing at least two new hobby things, but one of them is drilling and magnetizing. I've never done that before, ever, on an infantry scale model, so we'll see how that goes. I'm going to record it. It might be a shambles. But first we're going to review the Wowstick. So I have opened this and played around with it a little bit first, and it comes in paper, cardboard, outer packaging. This is what you're left with once you've thrown away all of the wrappers. So it comes in this sort of, you know, actually quite weirdly nice plastic pencil case type thing. But then it really doesn't. They could have made a nice insert for that, you know. But anyway, so that is the Wowstick itself. You know, it comes with a nice little clip, so you could carry it around in your top pocket. I'm not sure what profession would need to carry it around to occasionally drill holes in things as part of their kind of everyday thing. There you go. It says, "Wow, a pen drill at Wowstick" on the side. It's got a charging port on the bottom for the included charging cable. I've not charged mine yet. It's just running off all of the battery life that it has. And a weird little cap. Yeah. Comes with some drill bits. So my one negative with this is it would be nice if this was labelled. But I've written it down on the other screen. You've got 0.8 milli, 1 milli, 1.2 milli, 1.4 milli, 1.6 milli, 1.8 milli, 2 milli, and 2.2 milli. So today we're going to be working with the 2 milli drill bit because we've got some 2mm magnets. Okay, so to mount the drill bit, take that bit off, unscrew this, not all the way, just loosen it. Okay, just shove the drill bit down, shove it home, and then hand tighten that as best you can. And then there's the drill. And now the thing with this is, when you start it, it turns a lot slower than you'd think, right? The idea with this, it is high torque, low speed. So it won't, if you ever try to use a Dremel or similar on miniatures, it has a way of skidding around everywhere and chewing up the plastic. This is, it's quite a lot more, well, got a random plastic base here. So let's get this container out. Oh, I should say before I put away all the accessories, the lid will close onto it with a drill mounted. So if for whatever reason you find yourself constantly drilling one particular size, maybe when you find the whichever is the best one for bolt gun barrels, which might be the traditional usage, but it's not what we're doing today. And then seriously, you just hold it like a pen. And well, that's that's not necessary. Actually, I've shortchanged it there. So I've tested this before on some sprue. This is a weird miniatures base, and it went through the sprue with ease. There you go. It has gone through. I had to just flip it over and do the other side as well. But there. So it does work, but there you go. That is about the maximum thickness that it wants to work with, really. But then base plastic is often a bit more sturdy. So let's see how it handles our actual project. So we are magnetizing. We've got the Banshee X-Arc here with no arms. And we've got the various arm options that we want. Now, you don't need to do this. If you're making a full Banshees team and you've bought 2 boxes of Banshees, you get 2 spare miniatures. But really, it's just because I'm trying to challenge myself for the hobby. Let's try and get that a bit more in shot. I'm trying to challenge myself for the hobby challenge. So we got the 2 blades for the mirror swords. We've got the pistol and the power fisty type thing. What's it called? A destructor or a devastator? I've forgotten the name of it. And then we've got the Triskelet and another pistol, because annoyingly that's held in a different arm. So I'm going to need to magnetize 2 different pistol arms to get all the options. And then if I wanted a power sword and a pistol, I could use one of the 2 mirror swords and a pistol. But frankly, I don't see that I'm ever going to do that option. So what we're going to do, I've got magnets. I'll show you the magnets. Hoping I don't screw this up live on camera, although it would all be content. So magnets are, as all magnets, you know, they come in these kind of really super secure cases. These are 1mm by 2mm magnets from First Form Magnets. They just came up on Amazon and shipped in this super safe shipping thing. And they just come up here in a little baggie. And hopefully we don't lose them. So we'll just get a magnet out. Riveting TV, isn't it? We'll just get a magnet out. And if I just move that back slightly, maybe it will stop me naturally holding out things that I've shot. So there's the magnet. It's tiny, right? It needs to be. Now, luckily for me, this is my trusty scalpel blade that I've had forever and a day. Because you don't need to buy an expensive scalpel blade holder. You just need something capable of holding number 11 scalpel blades. But we're actually not using the scalpel blade end of it today. On the back, this comes with a magnet. So I'm just going to use that. It's attracted itself back to the pile of magnets because they are super strong magnets. There we go. Let's put that there. Let's put there we go. So I'm just going to use the tip of this here to keep track of the magnet, and it will ensure that all my magnets go on at the same polarity. So for all of the arms, let me make sure I'm saying this out loud so I get it right for myself. For all of the arms, I'm going to stick the magnet in like that, and then when I come to do the 2 magnets for the torso, I'm going to have to think of a way of reversing the polarity on it. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So let's start off without deeply regretting doing this for a video, but let's see. If I drill through my finger, I'm still going to upload it. Right? Let's start off with our Wowstick. Can you see what's happening? Yes. And I should speak while I'm drilling, but, you know, I'm concentrating. I don't want to drill through the shoulder. You can see it's coming along. Well, you could see if the camera was zoomed in correctly. There we go. Look, 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 look. Yeah, a little bit more, and I've just sunk a nice hole for this magnet. Or that's the theory anyway. Trouble is, I don't want to go all the way through and ruin the piece, but I do feel like with the Wowstick I've got nice control, much better control by the way, than if I was trying to do this with a hand drill, because that will be, look at that focus, it's amazing. If I was trying to do this with a hand drill, I've got a hand drill here to show what I mean, right? If I was trying to do it with a hand drill like this, you know, it's possible, right? I'd be turning away like that, but I'd be trying to push down with this and turn with this, and it's just another axis. You definitely could do it, right? But it's just so much easier it is with that. Now, I don't know. Do you need this? No. Is it a luxury? Yes. Do you deserve a little bit of luxury in your life if you can afford it? You know, probably. Obviously, pay your bills, do all your things, be a responsible member of society. But if you can afford a bit of luxury, go for it. Right, let's see if that is... Right, that is not yet a millimetre deep. So it is definitely the right circumference. I'm going to have to try and go deeper. Don't want to. I'm doing it on the weapons first because I've got spares, right? Because I've got 2 boxes. I'm going to have to go deeper. If I was a baser sort of person, I would make a joke about drilling down deeper, wouldn't I? But, you know, that's not what my channel's about. Silently drilling a piece of plastic that's slightly off camera is actually the best video I've ever made. There you go. See, I'm torn here between doing a really good job on my miniature. You can see there that if that isn't deep enough, I'm banjaxed because I'm just starting to break through to the other side. So let's try and get the magnet in again. Wonderful. There you go. Slide it in, and there, that is in there now. Wonderful. So now we need to find some super glue. Super duper glue. There you go. And then we can just mount the magnet into the hole, slide it off, and hopefully when that dries, we'll have a fully magnetized arm. Yeah, I mean that actually I've really impressed myself having never done that before. That looks really good. Exactly how I imagined it would look. Obviously I'm going to have to get the reverse polarity into the torso. That's gonna be, you know, because this has been made so much easier by happening to have a magnet on a stick, right, of a certain polarity. But that's the idea, is then that'll stick onto the torso like that, and then you'll have your weapon, and it'll come off to swap. Brilliant. I'm sure not rocket science to a lot of you who've done this before. Now don't worry, I'm not going to make you suffer through me magnetizing the entire thing. If people want to watch me magnetize the entire thing and do the entire miniature, do you know, I might keep recording that and upload it as a members only video. But for the main channel, this is the end of the review. So the Wowstick, is it necessary? No, it's not necessary. Right? You can do the same job with you know, with this. Right? These do the same thing, right? It's just that if you like having the finer things in life, right, that the electric one's just cooler to have, and it makes the life slightly easier, and it makes the activity slightly more enjoyable. So, you know, hard for me to make a recommendation because obviously the recommendation is totally dependent on your own personal situation, how much disposable income you have, and how often you find yourself wanting to drill holes in your Warhammer models. But if you know, I have an entire Sisters of Battle army. I like to drill out the barrels with bolters. So if you find yourself drilling your models a fair old bit, then I would say that the Wowstick, if you have the spare cash, is you know, it will bring you more joy when you're doing that particular hobby job. And if you're not somebody that wants to drills their barrels now, but they admit that it looks better, but they just sort of can't be bothered, then maybe the Wowstick is your gateway into upping your hobby game in that regard. Not that you have to. I'm not gatekeepering. I'm not saying, oh, you must drill your barrels. But if you always kind of low-key wished you were the kind of person that had the time or patience to drill their barrels, maybe the Wowstick is what's going to do the job for you. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if you've owned one of these, you got any tips or tricks. If you've magnetized models before, if you've got any tips or tricks, let me know down in the comments. I'm going to carry on now for my channel members. They're going to get a really long video of me doing the entire project, which I hope that they enjoy. Don't know. But for those of you on the main channel, thank you. I hope you have a really good evening. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.